Alright, so today is Tuesday's workout. So first of all, what we've got the warm up, we've got block A, block B, our strength and resistance, followed by block C for lean and build. Okay, so first of all, we're going to stop in this warm up. So warm up is going to be 3 minutes in total, 2 exercises, just trying to get in as many rounds as you possibly can, getting the heart rate up, getting the blood flowing, getting well warmed up. So we'll have shoulder taps and we have lunges. So first of all, on the shoulder taps, hands directly underneath the shoulders, up in this tall plank position, feet nice and wide, squeeze your core nice and tight. You're going to tap opposite hand, the opposite shoulder, nice controlled. So we're going to do 5 on each side, so that's 10 in total. Second we want lunges, so stand tall, look directly forward, stretch that leg right out, drop the back knee, keep the chest up, back up, change side, drop the knee, and back up. We're going to do 5 each side as well. So Anto's going to take us through both. So first of all, 10 shoulder taps. So you see, hands under the shoulders, big nice straight line from his hips, ankles up to the shoulders. He's just controlling, tapping each side, nice and easy. Second we want lunges. So as you can see, nice and wide in that stretch there. And he's getting that back knee right down the floor, and his posture sitting up nice and straight. So once you've done 10-10, again you're just going to keep going without any rest, and you're just going to get well warmed up nice and easy. So once you've done your warm up, you're going to move on now to block A. So block A, what we've got 2 exercises, 60 seconds each, followed by a 40-second rest, and we're going to do this 4 sets in total. So first of all, we have press ups and we have reverse lunges. So press ups, we're going to do 2 variations, okay? So first of all, hands stacked underneath the shoulders. You're either up on the toes in this nice tall plank, or else you're down in front of the thighs. This is if it's too difficult to do the first one. So whatever one, you bring the chest down nice controlled, chest to floor, explode up, lock out the arms straight, reset. Same again, if that's too tough, do in front of your thighs, chest to floor, press up. So I'm going to do that for 60 seconds. Second we want reverse lunges. So dumbbell, kettlebell, nice and tight to the chest, stand up tall, drop that back knee to the floor, back up, same again, drop the back knee, back up. So you're going to do 30 seconds on one side, change, and just do 30 seconds on the other side as well. Alright, so Andrew is going to do our press ups and our reverse lunges. So again, press ups, hands on their shoulders, and he's doing it on his thighs, so if that's far too difficult for you, bring his chest down, nice controlled, and his arms are coming out about 45 degrees. Again, if that's far too difficult, as you can see, he's releasing his hands at the bottom, and he's pressing. So 60 seconds, straight into reverse lunge, 30 and 30. So just like the forward lunges, but you're going backwards, and again, nice and wide in that stance in his legs, getting the back knee down, again, 30 and 30. So once that's done, rest 40 seconds, go again. Now the block A is done, you're now on the block B. So this time there's just a third of the exercise added into it. So what we've got gorilla row, single leg RDL, and hollow hold. So followed by a 40-second rest, and you're only going to do this 1 to 3 sets. So first of all, the gorilla row. So again, with your dumbbell or your kettlebell, what you want your feet wider than shoulders. You're going to sit the hips down into it. Again, keep your posture nice and tall. From there, weight in between the legs. Pull your elbow right in tight, engage those lats, back down, reset, elbow in, back down, reset. 30 seconds on one side, and then 30 on the other side. Once you get that done, split stance RDL. So you're going to have your leading leg out in the front, and your back leg is just up on the ball of the toe, and it's just slightly behind the working leg's knee. Alright, so from there, weight in nice and tight to the leg, slight at the knee, hinge the hips back towards the wall. As you can see, keeping that weight nice and close, getting that stretch up the back of the leg, stand tall, lock out the hips. Same again, dip the knee, hinge the hip, and that back leg's just there for support and balance. Back up. So 30 on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Then the last one for 30 seconds, we're going to do a hollow hold. So on this hollow hold, land flat on the floor, hands behind the head. We're going to lift up, so now you're crossed in your core, lower back touches the floor, legs up now, hands directly behind the head. We're just going to hold this for 30 seconds, okay? So I'm just going to run through all 3. So gorilla row, Notice his feet's nice and wide. He's putting that weight in as tight as possible, his elbows not flaring out. 30 on one side, and then 30 seconds, exact same on the other side. Perfect. Single leg RDL or split stance RDL. Using that leading leg, and the opposite leg's just there for a wee bit of sport balance. Slight dip the knee, hinge the hips back towards the wall. Feel that stretch. And again, 30 on one side, and then 30 on the other side just. And it's just the exact same. There's no changing up much. That's it. Perfect. Now once that's done, straight in 30-second hollow hold. So you'll notice here in the hollow hold, he's going to lift the shoulders up, engage the core, legs up off the floor, and the only thing he's touching is his lower back, and he's going to really engage and hold for 30 seconds unbroken. Perfect. Now once that's done, 40 seconds rest, and we're going to do that for 3 sets. We're now on to block C for those on lean. So first of all, like we had all week, we have the breaker. So breaker means you have 100 reps to do, and any time you stop during those 100 reps, you must do 10 other reps because you rested, okay? So your goal is here to try to take as little rest, or else the more rest you take, the more you're really working, okay? So all we have is we have 100 burpee thrusters, and then again your breaker is going to be 10 ordinary thrusters. So burpee thruster, just up in this tall plank position, we're going to jump the knees into the chest, back out, back in, back out, okay? So you're going to go as fast as you can, and then again, if I stop and take a wee rest, I must do 10 thrusters before I get back into my burpee thrusters. So we're going to do 5 each side, so we're going to squat, press, 5 and 5, and you have 8 minutes to get this done. Okay, so Ando's just going to run us through. So for example, if Ando gets to about 5 or 6 thrusters and he's absolutely busted on the burpee thrusters, and he take about 5-10 seconds rest, then he must do 10 ordinary thrusters before he can get back in. And again, 5 on the right, 5 on the left. You're going to do this as fast as you possibly can. We're going to do this for an 8-minute 10 cap. Perfect. So for everyone who's on build, for block C, what we have is we have an 8-minute AMRAP. So AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. And again, we have 2 exercises. So we're going to do 12 and 12, getting as many rounds in as you can, very little rest. So we have Kang squats and we have renegated rows. So on your Kang squat, while you're looking, hold that weight just directly under the chest, above the belly, nice and tight, elbows back. So you're going to have your feet in your comfortable squatting stance. So from there, slight dip the knee, hinge the hips back towards the wall. Once you feel that stretch, pause for about a second or 2, squat down into it, back up in the hinge, and then stand tall. Same again, dip the knees, hinge the hips, squat, hinge, and lock out. So you're going to do 12 reps. Second one, renegade row. So you're going to do 6 each side, or else if you want, you can do 12 each side to challenge yourself if your weight's a wee bit light. So while you're looking, with your weight on one arm, single arm, the other arm's just on the floor, wrist underneath the shoulders, up in this tall plank position, tuck the pelvis, core nice and tight. You're going to pull your elbow right in tight, back down, touch the floor, elbow in, touch the floor, and then change on the other side. Okay? So I'm just going to take us through. So you're going to kettlebell. So again, if you have a kettlebell, just different, just up on the neck, on the shoulders. I use hinge, squat, hinge, and lock out, and you're just repeating that 12 reps. Perfect. So now we're moving on. Renegade row, tall plank position, wrists stacked under the shoulders, and you can see he's putting that elbow in while he's not rocking side to side. He's trying to stay as steady as possible. And he's just repeating the process on the same side. Perfect. 8 minutes, as many rounds as possible.